Libra, welcome to your reading. We're going to see what messages come out for you. I won't be, time is of the essence, Libra, and I'm going to take my time with your reading, but I just want you to know, just in case you can notice that it may seem like I'm not fully, it may feel like my attention's not fully in your reading, and that's not the case. It's just I'm pressing on time. I don't have a direct message for you, and that doesn't mean that that's a bad thing. It just means that I don't have a direct message. But you do have readings on the SGL Tarot Podcast, where you will find your individual zodiac sign readings as well as your collective readings, Libra, my air sign. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, Libra, not a personal, so you may not resonate with every channeled message. All inquiries, email spiritualguidinglight@gmail.com. What else? Nothing that comes to mind, Libra, but I hope all is well. And yeah, I didn't want to allow today to, go by because, like I said, I'm pressing on time, and it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. So at first I said, you know what, I'm gonna take a shower first because I just got to finish working out, and I said, I'm gonna take a shower first, and I said no because I don't know how long I'll be in the shower, and if I'm in there too long, and if the time has passed, I'm just gonna have to let Libra know that I'm gonna have to postpone your reading. So I said, you know what, Libra, let me go ahead and do Libra's reading first, and then do what I need to do. Okay, Libra. So I think I'm going to start off with a few cards. I'm going to do a side note spread for you of what you need to know. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm going to start off with a side note for your session. Most High, I thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition. As an intuitive reader, allow this reading to bring clarity, confirmation, and understanding for Libra. Thank you. All right, so let me tell you what I'm getting ready to do, Libra. So for your side note messages for what you need to know, it's just going to be one spread, right? And I'm just going to put the cards on the spread. I'm going to allow you to see them as I give you the message, okay? And then we're going to end that spread, and then we're going to go into a whole nother spread, okay? All right. And I'm going to conclude with overall message for your spreads all together and end it with a angel guide message, okay? All right. So, all right. What is the side note for Libra? You have Lumeria, all right, creating heaven on earth. It's currently happening, seeding the light, so laying the foundations and divine plan. This is Anna, the grandmother of Jesus. I say Jesus, but Catholics say Jesus. So let me just hold on. I need to see something. Okay, I see it. All right. Okay. Let me keep pulling just one moment. Libra. What's currently happening right now is the labor of your fruit. Okay. It says seeds, but I don't see any confirmation because you have two cards. So it says creating heaven on earth, and then you have seeding, right? Laying foundation and divine plan here, right? So you have guides that are orchestrating you, leading the way for you, um, Libra. But reason why I'm saying the labor of your fruit and not your seeds, because the seeds are already grounded, and it's saying laying the foundation, right? And then it's saying creating heaven on earth. Okay, I see it. Okay, let me slow down. So, yes, Libra, you're being guided to start laying your foundation. Your guides are going to assist you. You know how we can ask Jesus or Jesus to order our steps and to guide our steps? This is what this is. All right. Instead of dreaming about it, make it happen with heaven, having heaven on earth. What is your heaven on earth? Because a lot of people say earth is, I'm not going to say it because I don't believe it. I feel like you can you manifest what experiences you want in the 3D. Okay. We're in the 3D. And so heaven on earth, we're not in the heavens. So it's saying you can experience the heavens on earth, which is the 3D. I believe the heavens is in the seventh realm. So, or the seventh dimension. I'm not really for sure. You can look it up yourself. I could be wrong. It might be the 12th dimension. But let me see. What dimension, what realm is heaven in? Let me see. Because the heavens could also be the sky, right? Let's just hold on. What realm is heaven? I think it's the seventh realm. Hold on. What is going on? Buddha, look, you go there now. All right. I'm like, that's not normal for me to hear the noise. I'm like, okay, it's my grandbabies. All right. So what I was looking for to see what realm heaven is, it says Christianity heaven is typically understood as a spiritual realm, often divided into three distinct layers. The first heaven is the physical realm, the second heaven is the soul realm, and the third heaven is the spiritual realm. Okay. So 3 could be significant. Three could be significant. Hold on. So heaven is split up into 3. So this is the body. What I see here, the first heaven, it says, is the physical realm, right? Including the earth, atmosphere, and the outer space where humans live and interact with the natural world. The second heaven is the soul realm where thoughts, emotions, and will reside. This is also where spiritual battles can take place. And then the third heaven is the spiritual realm where God, angels, and spiritual beings reside. It is considered the location of true spiritual authority, revolution, and eternal realities. And so I see the number 3 here, though, all merged together as one. I'm going to allow that to be your assignment because I feel like this is going to take me off course when it comes to your session, Libra. Let me keep pulling cards. Heaven on earth. You want to be divinely guided, Libra. Okay. The only reason why I say that, because if you allow yourself to be divinely guided, the things that are out of your control won't impact you in a negative way compared to you being in control. You can be impacted in any direction, and it still leads you back to, asking Jesus for direction. All right. I also see Guadalupe here. Even though this says Anna, grandmother of Jesus, I see Guadalupe. It feels like this is supposed to be side by side. It's something that I'm supposed to see, but I don't see it. Trust the process, Libra, because if you try to be in control, doing what you want to do is your free will. I'm not talking about that, Libra. I'm talking about your steps, your choices being divinely guided. Like say, okay, for instance, let me give you an example, Libra. Say, now I'm doing your side note spread, okay? Say you want to paint, right? You want to become a painter, Libra. And if you do it your way, it's kind of like things can happen to where when I said things can come from all kind of directions that impact you, right? And it may prevent you from painting, right? Compared to being divinely guided and allowing your guide to order your steps and to give you guidance when it comes to your choices on what to do to establish your paintings or to start your paintings or get your paintings out there, whatever it may be. It's protected. So when you're impacted, that comes out of nowhere, that's out of your control, Libra, you won't be impacted by it in a negative way versus you being in control and it just is out of your control. The worst scenario is quitting versus you being divinely guided. It actually reels in strength to keep you going. I hope that makes sense. All right. You're going to have an idea, Libra. Yeah, take action and look for a sign. The sign is the idea. Okay. If you're divinely guided, I'm not going to say nothing won't stop you, because there's things that are out of your control. The things that are out of your control won't get in the way unless you allow it to. Unless you allow it to. When it comes to distractions, when it says look for a sign, don't look for any signs when you already have what you're looking for. You already have. Okay. This is not the time to look for signs and wonders. All right. This is the time for you to take action. Okay. The bottom of the deck is wait. There's a truth that there's a truth coming in that could be impactful, where it can make you stop you in your tracks, or it can gear you in it as motivation. All right. That's how you know when you're doing good, Libra, is when someone brings up your past, or when someone tries to manipulate the past to convince you something that didn't occur. Okay. Okay. I'm not tripping. Anything else? Clarify this, Lemuria, and this laying a foundation. Thank you. Double channeling. Pilates. See, you're going to be a different person, Libra. And the reason why I say you're going to be a different person is because I'm going to say this, Libra. Don't play with the dead, and don't keep hearing stuff. And don't hold on, Libra. If I get up one more time. Okay. My apologies, Libra. It's windy outside. Don't play with astral projection. That's the distraction. All right? Don't do it, because you'll get stuck. That's the truth. As a side note, what you need to know. Do not astral project. Okay. Don't do any no graveyard spells, none of that stuff. Don't do none of that witchy poo. Don't do no witchy poo stuff. Order your steps. Okay. That you want to experience on earth, that you deem as heaven. That's complicated, because I'm still going to Bible study, Libra, when it comes to heaven, because it says it's heaven is split in three: physical, spiritual, and then God, angels, and all that stuff. So Don't play with anything you're not experienced with, because it feels like, I'm going to be honest with you. It feels like and that's so ironic that the cards are in threes. I just caught on to that. Let me keep going, Libra. I don't want to speak ahead of what's supposed to be. Okay. Don't rush anything, Libra. That's the truth. Don't rush anything. What you seek, you already possess. All right. Trust your gut feeling and make a change is here. There's some type of distortion. There's distortion. Clarify, make a change, and trust gut feeling, please. Concealed power is coming in reverse. Yeah. So what I see here, Libra, as a side note, and then we're going to go ahead and dive into your session. I see some of you Libra selling yourself short. Okay. And this is more so of a pre-warning. When it comes to being divinely guided, the process may be a little bit slower than you selling it. If you sell yourself short, you're going to experience it real fast and then it's going to be taken away. Okay. Selling it, I don't want to say sell your soul, because that's not what it is. You're selling yourself short. Okay. It's like you're buying borrowed time. You're paying Peter to pay Paul, right? And it just feels like selling yourself short is a price that is torment. Instead of experiencing heaven on earth, when you sell yourself short, your experience with heaven on earth could be 24 hours. It could be a week. It could be a year. It could be 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. I don't know. There's no contract that comes with selling yourself short. It just happens. The moment that you say no is the moment that it's taken from you. It's kind of like a contract, but it's not. It's selling yourself short is not a contract. Selling your soul is, right? But I don't know how to explain this, Libra, before I keep going. It's like a wish. Yeah, it's a wish, right? A wish that fades off, and it won't fade as long as you do what you're told. And the moment you say no is the moment that your wish is taken from you. So you're being asked, Libra, not to sell yourself short. And being divinely guided may seem like a long process, but technically it's not. The reason why it's not is because what you seek, you already possess. You have concealed power here. Trust your gut feeling. Make the change. If you understand the power that you possess, there won't be any more distortion. You looking for a sign, waiting before even taking action, you're not even understanding that what you're looking for, you've already possessed. That's the truth. So don't allow religion to get in the way. I'm not telling you not to have a belief system. I'm trying to get you to recognize that the 3 phases of heaven is you. And I'm just now seeing that. I'm just now seeing this. I'm going to Bible study, Libra, so that I can get grounded in the word. Okay, just let me give you a background. I come from deep root of Kojic. Okay. And then I got permission to go apostolic. And the reason why I went apostolic, because Kojic is more so praise and worship, right? Loud shouting, speaking in tongues, and running all over the place. And then I got permission to go to apostolic, where it's more worship. I asked, God wanted me to learn how to worship Him and not just make noise. So I went to apostolic to learn how to worship and build a relationship with God. And then after that, I backslid and went back into the world. Now I'm back in church and I'm apostolic. I'm studying apostolic, I should say. I am not. I don't know. I'm considered a member. I feel like I'm a member, but I've already been baptized. I've been baptized in Trinity and in oneness. But moving forward, um, I'm getting grounded in the word, so I don't feel uncomfortable talking biblical, because this side note was more um, a biblical message for you than it just being a direct message, which is um, taking your time. If you're wanting to experience heaven on earth, why are you rushing it? If you are rushing your experience, it is not heaven on earth. That is a lustful spirit. All right. All right. We're going to go ahead and move on. I'm all about decency and an order, Libra. And the fact that your house is judgment, Mahat, okay? And I take your house very, 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 very serious. It deals with social and it deals with self-care, okay? All right. Let's go ahead and start your session, Libra. Self-love is coming out. Not changing your mind. You need to release. You want to put yourself first, but I don't understand why you're not. I don't understand why. You tell me, why is it hard for you to practice self-love? It says not changing your mind. All right. So you're stuck in your ways, Libra. Okay. Something that you need to acknowledge. If you enjoy being stuck in your ways, that's your business. You don't have to go out of your way to explain to people why you are the way you are. Just practice self-love. Release the need of having to explain yourself so that you can be able to practice self-love. That was very direct. That came out. What else for Libra, please? I'm being guided to see why are you set in your ways? And then I want to take a look at why are you needing to explain yourself? Why you're needing to explain yourself? Why does Libra feel like they have to explain themselves? You're in a toxic connection, twin flame. What you don't see is barrier, opening, and confusion. Okay, so the reason why you keep explaining yourself, because the person that you're dealing with, your twin flame, is very toxic, Libra, and they're manipulative. Okay, this person feels like they can control you because they know how to manipulate your emotions, your feelings, and your actions. So that's why you haven't been able to get to yourself practicing self-love. You're being asked to stop entertaining this toxic person and get to making yourself a priority. All right. Okay. What other messages do you have for Libra, please? It is windy outside, Libra. All right. What messages do you have for Libra? What is that? If it comes back out again, I'm going to pull it. If I see it again, I'm going to pull it. Oh. 10. There's completion, Libra. Okay. There's no barriers. If you feel like there's a barrier, it's in your mindset. For others of you who are dealing with that toxic twin flame, you want to say it's your mindset because you're allowing this person to manipulate you. But I want to focus on you. You can end this and complete this and start afresh if you choose. It's up to you, Libra. No one's making you do anything you don't want to do. But when it comes to hope, you still have hope for yourself. It's not like you're not giving up on yourself. So I love that you're not giving up on yourself. All right. And with this air here too, speak affirmation in your life. All right. One affirmation you can use, Libra, is I am making myself a priority. Self-love is my priority. I now understand that I must make myself a priority. I am learning how to practice self-love. I am learning how to not be manipulated, right? I am healed from being manipulated, from whom I care about. And once you start practicing that self-love, I promise you, Libra, what you're attracted to in this toxic person, you won't be attracted to them anymore. Because what they're serving you, this manipulation, is what's hard for you to let go of. Okay, it's some type of attention that's not healthy. And the attention, what needs attention is you practicing self-love. Okay. I am message for Libra. There is an air sign, Libra, that is concerned about you. You have God's hand and belief. Since your session started with the side note session, outside of this session, your session is traditional religion based. You have in God's hands and belief here. At the top of the deck, the divine fruit. The persimmon is considered the divine fruit. You can look it up for yourself. And then goodness. All right. There is no wrong when it comes to your belief system. And that's why I was telling you, Libra, allow God to divinely guide you. All right. In God's eyes, you are good. Okay. And with the divine fruit, which is a persimmon, right? It's a persimmon. I don't like the way persimmons taste. Well, maybe it's because someone had given me a persimmons cookie and they didn't even put no sugar or nothing in it. So I had a raw persimmons cookie and I didn't like it. So immediately I don't like persimmons. because of that experience. But they say that persimmons is like a little tart, a little sweet. And you can look it up yourself, okay? I don't want you to get in the habit, Libra, of just when someone tells you something, that's the truth. No, you get confirmation, all right? Don't allow anyone just to tell you anything. Look it up yourself. And then you decide your truth, okay? Your belief system. Because I can tell you, I can deliver good to you, right? As long as I can. But at the end of it all, you are responsible for your mind, body, and soul. I only accountability that I have is showing up for you and serving you like the commitment that I said that I would do. But in regards to when the time permits itself, I don't want to call it judgment. When you decide how you want to depart from your mind, body, and soul, right? That is your job, your duty, not mine. When it comes to divine fruit, Libra, it says, as I work to improve and free myself, I strengthen my foundations. My intellect is light. My heart is warmth and my soul is strength. I am nurtured by the divine sun. The fruit I bear reflects my inner light. And remember when we first started, your side note, before this came out, that right there, in the beginning of this session, Libra, I said, I feel like these seeds, it says seeding, right? And laying a foundation, a divine plan, and creating heaven on earth, and that it's happening. I said, Libra, I don't believe that this has to do with seeds. That the seeds are already planted. This has to do with the labor of your fruit. That's exactly what I said. And then I said, let me just slow down because I don't want to jump before the message. And so I started to slow down. I started to give you the example when the channel message said to not sell yourself short. And I'm adding this, be patient, because divine order is not a fast process. Okay? It's not a fast process. Let me read belief for you. It says, I believe in myself, the beauty of life, and the goodness of God. All right? And there's many, okay, belief. Let me say this. Belief can be broken down in so many ways, Libra. You can have your version of belief. I can have my version. Someone else can have their versions. It can be broken down into 12 different ways when it comes to belief. The definition doesn't change, right? But adding on to it and taking away from it, that's what makes the change. So when it comes to your belief system, make sure it's yours. Okay? It is hard to break away from tradition. It doesn't mean I'm not telling you what to do, Libra, but what I will say is it's okay to keep certain traditions that are meaningful to you. Don't force yourself with traditions that take away from your self-care, your self-love. All right? That's you selling yourself short. Okay? Now let me read belief. It says, I believe in myself, the beauty of life, and the goodness of God. Thus, I have the power to fulfill my dreams. The will of the Almighty supports me. My life is showered in divine light, and my heart opens to the power of the universe. And so I was wondering what that was. When I said Libra, what you seek, you already possess. Wait, the truth will reveal itself. And it's revealing again. The universe is saying, here you go. What you gonna do with it? What are you gonna do with this power? Where is it at? Where did what card was that when it had something to do with power? I'm not really for sure which one it was. Whatever it is, I can't recall what card it was. Okay. What? Give me a transcendence message for Libra. Transcendence message for my Libra. Thank you. Spiritual discipline. All right. This is something you have to do, Libra. All right. I can't make you practice. I can't make you be disciplined in your spirituality. Are you stepping into spirituality? For some of you Libras, this is what's holding you back. Is I was telling you about tradition. There's certain traditions that is blocking you from your potentials. And I get the respect thing, I get it, but you need to speak up for yourself. And the reason why I'm saying you need to speak up for yourself is because this feminine energy, I don't think you know how to navigate this by yourself. When it comes to tradition, you don't have to kiss anybody's rear end, okay? But either than that, when it comes to spiritual discipline, you need to be disciplined, not in a negative way. It means you need to remove yourself from any type of distractions. You have to mind me. Time is a pressing time, Libra. I'm not exhausted. I'm not tired. I'm just relaxed. So I don't want you to feel like, oh, SGL's tired. No, I'm relaxed. Okay. And it feels really, really good. I'm not intoxicated. I'm not under the influence of anything. I am relaxed. And it feels really good. Libra, enjoy your spiritual discipline. Make it feel rewarding. Discipline doesn't have to feel like you're on timeout, especially when it has to do with spiritual endeavors, experience. This is just saying, I believe that what I see here is that divine, in order for divine to be able to order your steps, Libra, you're going to have to be disciplined spiritually. And you know, it's so ironic. My pastor was talking about that. This is not the time where I could give you word by word what he said, but it was just basically stating that you can't be of the world if you want God to use you. That's what he said. And so what I see here with spiritual discipline, if you want divine to order your steps, the only way you're going to be able to hear those messages, my stomach is talking, my apologies. In order for you to be able to tap in, right, and be on one accord with divine, right? And you're going, it's like the universe is releasing this power onto is. I want to say the universe is activating the power you already possess. Excuse my stomach. I don't know why my stomach is mad because it bet not be hungry. I made some mashed potatoes, some vegetables, and some chicken, and I had some pastries. Okay? I don't know why my stomach is making the noise that it's making. It's tripping. Why? Give me the back end of this spiritual discipline that Libra is refusing to see. This was already out. I need to shift this up. You could play dominoes. The vision. Yep, told you. In order for you to be aligned and to experience heaven on earth, your heaven, not my heaven, excuse me, not no one else's heaven, your bubble. Okay? For you, I'm gonna call it your bubble. For you to experience your bubble, Libra, you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to discipline yourself spiritually. Meaning your spiritual belief. What is your spiritual belief, Libra? My spiritual belief may differ from yours. Okay. Here are some I can give you some examples, making sure you're so that you can be open. Practice some things so that you could be accessible, to receive the right messages from divine. You don't want any distorted messages come through here with make a change. You don't want distorted information come through. Okay. But for the most part, I don't want you to sell yourself short either. All right. And what's going to help you from selling yourself short, whatever it is that's attractive to you, think of it as it of being a penny. People, places, or things. Whatever is distracting you, you need to say that, is it worth a penny? Is it? Because most people see pennies on the ground and they keep going. They don't pick it up. So what you want to say is, it's not worth it. Keep it pushing. Moving forward. Let's see. My stomach is just making all kind of noise. We have the Queen of Cups. The reason why divine needs you to be spiritual discipline is because you could be psychic, or divine is ready. Divine believes that you are ready to receive messages. The Queen of Cups says, Libra, you're feeling sensitive and intuitive. And you're attuned, and you've attuned yourself to the emotional needs of others. as of late, you're open spiritually and are moved by the, what does it say? And moved by the tragedy and beauty of life. Heaven on earth. Always having kind words for all. So what this is telling me, Libra, some of you are, I'm just going to say it, don't sell yourself short. For those of you who are currently experiencing heaven on earth, don't sell yourself short, because there is a distraction on the horizon. All right, are we back on, Libra? Let me see, just one moment. Okay, yes, we're back on. So what I was saying was, Libra, some of you are in a toxic karmic situation, which is a twin flame. It's a lesson that you're supposed to learn, the twin flame lesson, right? And this twin flame is manipulative, all right? And they're preventing you from you practicing self-love, all right? And that's the confusion of you not changing your mind, of making yourself priority, and you need to release this person so that you can make yourself a priority and work on, your experience with heaven on earth. All right. What is Libra's angel guide message? What is Libra's angel guide message, please? Libra, please be safe on Memorial's Day. All right. I am very grateful that the military has been protecting us. If you have anyone that's been serving the military, thank you. If you serve the military, thank you. We have harmony and resolution, clear counsel, release. So, when the unexpected occurs, clear counsel, release. All right. When negative energy comes your way, clear counsel, release. When you know that someone is gaslighting you or manipulating you negatively, clear counsel, release. And you don't have to trigger the situation. Just say it inside and move into the directions and allow divine to divinely guide you. This is going to be a process. Okay. Harmony and resolution. Let's go ahead and see what this entails. It says, angel guidance is encouraging you to stand down from any conflicts that are going on in your life right now. Take a step back to collect your thoughts and breathe. Don't sell yourself short, Libra. Angels cannot help you unless you create space for them to intervene. And they are with you now and willing to restore peace. They want you to know that they are aware of your challenges and that the concerns you have, but unless you have faith that harmony can be restored, nothing can change. This is a time for you to visualize yourself, the situation, and everyone involved enveloped in a golden light of goodness and grace. It's important to know that angels of peace are encouraging you to let them bring peace to the situation. Trust the process. Confirmation, Libra. I love you. Don't forget that love is kind. Don't forget that love is gentle. Libra, you know what? Let me pull your transformational messages. a transformation message as we conclude. All right. And make sure you check out the SGL Tarot Podcast. Okay. All right, Libra, study. I feel like this is a message for me too. But anywho, it's about you, Libra. It says, Spirit, you have the card study. I'm going to allow you to see the visuals. In the future, we'll get a camera where I'll be able to zoom in. That would be so fun. I need the zoom in. I would love it. That would be fun if I can get a camera. It would be fun that the day when I have a camera that I can talk to and say zoom in. Oh, that's gonna be nice. Right? But anywho, it says, Libra, Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. Wow, this is beautiful. A lot of transformation too, which is a process. All right, Libra. Don't forget love is kind. Don't forget love is gentle. Those were the messages you need to know. And until we meet again.